It has been a cold, lean winter in the village. Winter had lasted longer than usual, and the stores of food that had been carefully gathered after the fall harvest were now nearly gone. The children were hungry and cold.
Do you see those two people walking on the road straight towards us? Who are they?
I wonder what they want. Why would they walk this far to our village, especially when everyone around here knows we don't have much food?
I hope they're not dangerous.
Good morning and peace to you. May I ask who you are and what brings you to our village?
Greetings and peace to you. We are simple travelers on a long journey.
We seek nothing but some friendly people so that we can rest our feet for a day. We'd like to share some stories and a meal so that we can sleep among friends tonight before continuing on our way.
You come in peace. You're in need of rest. We are a humble village, but a friendly one, and we would welcome hearing the stories and news that you bring from far away. You may stay here, but a meal, you say? You want to share a meal. Did you bring this meal with you?
We bring stories and news.
And some lovely stones I picked up along the way.
You and those stones you just had to pick up. We bring news from the cities on the other side of the mountain, new friend, but we do not, I beg your understanding, bring a meal.
We are eager to hear your news, my friends, and you are free to stay in our village. But we beg your understanding. This has been a hard winter, and there is barely enough food for ourselves, so we cannot provide you with a meal.
Thank you, kind stranger. We understand and appreciate your offer of a place to stay for the night.
Very good. I'll make arrangements.
Drat, I'm hungry. What are we going to do? How will we eat?
We'll think of something.
But I'm hungry.
So am I, friend. So am I.
Before we continue our story about the two travelers, let's pause to think about the stories of our own lives. We allow the images of this past week to flow through our minds almost as if we're watching a movie of sorts. What do you remember? Where have you been? What have you gone through? As our mind's eye watches the week that has been, we lift our hands to our chests and put them over our hearts and watch our hands rise and fall with the breath we inhale and exhale. We pause to remember what we have been feeling during this past week. Now we raise our hands outstretched to open our hearts in a sort of heart wave. We let these feelings be released out into space and into this caring community. Our hearts wave from one heart to the next. We hold our hands open as our hearts are open, knowing we must be open if we are to love one another and have meaningful connections. And now we lift our open hands to our heads, holding our heads in our hands, and let our minds be still and quiet, even if it's just for a brief moment. Let the thinking slow, let our thoughts flow through one at a time, and pull one thought out from our mind to focus on as we breathe in and out. We lift our hands to the sky and release any thoughts that have been hard or unkind to us this week. And our arms go back to a comfortable position on our laps as we open our hands to receive the presence of one another in this community.
I'm so hungry. I can't stop thinking about golden pancakes made from the finest cornmeal.
Oh, no, let's not speak of food. You're just making me hungrier.
That's what I like to eat right now. A big steaming stack of fluffy pancakes with juicy blueberries and maple syrup on top.
What did I just say?
And then I'd like to eat a platter of succulent grilled fish with roasted vegetables and sea salt.
Am I talking to myself? Please stop.
Fish with potatoes. Little roasted potatoes. Crispy little salty potatoes.
If you don't stop, I'm going to leave you to rest here and find somewhere else to sit. I am. See if I don't.
To tell you the truth, I'd settle for a nice hot bowl of soup. Too bad all we have are these stones. You're right, it was silly to pick them up. You can't make soup out of stones. Nope, nope, nope.
That's it. First, you won't stop talking about the stones, and now you won't stop with the food talk. Stones, soup, stones, soup. It's driving me crazy. Stones, soup, stones, soup. Hey, wait a minute. Hey.
What?
I have an idea. We'll make stone soup for everyone.
Stone soup? What is that? Tell me what you have in mind. Pardon me, friend, but do you have a large pot?
We want to thank your village for your hospitality by making stone soup.
Stone soup? I've never heard of such a thing. It doesn't sound very appetizing.
Ah, but it is. Stone soup is appetizing and delectable, and it's very simple to make. All you need is the right stone, which we have, and a cooking pot, which we very much hope you'll lend us, and some fresh water from your well, which shouldn't be a problem, and finally, a small fire on which to cook.
I think we can get those things together. Children, please help me.
And so, curious, hungry, and eager to be of assistance, the children helped the two strangers fill the pot with fresh water and then hoist the pot over a cooking fire. As they did, the children whispered to one another, "Stone soup? Have you ever heard of such a thing? What can this be? How?"
Thank you, friends. Let me now add these stones, and our stone soup will be underway.
Is it soup yet?
Not yet, friend. Not yet. Like any soup, stone soup takes a while to prepare. It will be ready to eat by and by.
And so the stone soup began to simmer, with the children and all the grown-ups watching the pot and the strangers, more curious than ever, but also more hungry than ever.
Where'd you learn how to make stone soup? Is it a traditional food from your homeland?
Yes. Both of us have made stone soup many, many times. Help me out here, please.
Oh yes, many times. Although this batch of stone soup probably won't be quite as good as it was the last time you made it. Remember that.
Oh, yes. Nothing could be as delicious as that soup.
We might be able to make this batch of stone soup as delicious, if only.
If only,
What? If only what?
if only we had an onion or two. If only we could add some onions, this soup would tempt the gods themselves to come down from heaven to eat among us.
I might be able to help with that. There are some onions in my cellar, and we were saving them for, well, it doesn't matter. Come on, everybody. Get the onions from my cellar.
Please raise your onions high in the air so children and even some older children can help get them here.
There's like two kids in
There's some way in the back over there, too.
Some children or onions?
Thank goodness bruised onions aren't going to hurt our soup. Oh, you're the perfect person for the job.
Oh no!
Any more onions?
More
Maybe not
rolling
more.
onions.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's some more.
Oh, wow. Wow. Such bounty.
Wonderful, thank you.
Ah, yes. Now it's becoming sublime stone soup. Sort of sublime with the onions. To be truly sublime, we'd also need to add a few carrots, but that would be too much to expect.
It certainly would. Too bad that a few carrots are out of the question, even though they make our stone soup supremely sublime. I wonder, does anyone have any carrots?
Carrots?
Let's get some carrots
Go
in our
get the
soup.
carrots.
Who can help bring them up?
Oh,
Ah, yummy. Look at that. This is going to make a perfect soup.
yes, plastic and all.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It takes all of us. Oh, your hands are bigger than mine. Oh, good job. Perfect.
Oh, there's some more coming down the aisle here.
Oh, yay, more carrots.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Now, our stone soup is on its way to being superbly satisfying.
Excuse me, friends.
Yes, my friend?
I don't mean to interfere with your stone soup making, but
Speak up, friend, what is it?
is there any chance that your stone soup would benefit from a few potatoes?
Certainly.
Superb, sublime.
Excellent. Children, go collect potatoes from the people of our village. Oh, wonderful.
And watch as I drink. Mysteriously just tips over.
Oh my goodness.
I'll get that.
Oh, we're going to eat well. I wonder if anyone else has any other vegetables to add to our soup. If you have any more vegetables in your cellar, please hold them up so the children may collect them. Yeah, get that happy squash. It's got a little face on it. Did you see it?
Look at
See
that.
the face? See the face?
It's the mystical squash.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Every time someone brought forward a contribution to the soup, the strangers gratefully accepted it and stirred it into the pot.
Oh, wonderful.
And so the soup pot, now filled with an assortment of vegetables and grains, began to release its tantalizing aroma throughout the village. Everyone's mouth was watering and stomach grumbling to think of eating such a fine meal. The stone soup was nearly complete, and the villagers' hope and gratitude began to crowd out thoughts of hunger.
Just look at this soup now.
Just smell it.
So thick and fragrant.
Have you ever made stone soup that looks and smells this good?
I can say with complete and total sincerity that I have never, ever made stone soup of this quality before.
It's all in knowing how to choose the right stones.
Step right up, my friends, step right up. Bring a bowl, bring a spoon, and come taste this delicious stone soup.
It's amazing. Every villager has had his or her fill of soup from the pot. Everyone agrees this is the tastiest soup we've ever eaten. Right, villagers? Woo! I can't believe that these strangers made it all from just 3 small stones.
That night, as the villagers prepared for bed with full bellies and grateful hearts, they realized that by being welcoming to strangers, they'd received a gift that they'd never expected.
Stone soup.
It rocks. I'm gonna go ahead and leave now.
We are all longing to go home to some place we have never been, a place half remembered and half envisioned we can only catch glimpses of from time to time. Community.
Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throats.
Somewhere, a circle of hands will open up to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our own power.
Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done.
Arms to hold us whenever we falter.
A circle of healing, a circle of friends.